The Nitro line of fragrances from Dumont, one of the most viral fragrance lines on the internet. I own all of them. The fact that these are so hyped on the internet can mean you might buy the wrong one. Which one's right for you? Which one's not right for you? Which ones are actually worth the money? I'm gonna explain all of these, what they smell like, and if you should pick it up for yourself. Before we start the video, it means a lot if you could hit that subscribe button. If you wanna save money on fragrances and prevent blind buy failures, I'm gonna make a lot of videos like this, just breaking down different fragrance lines. I own over 400 fragrances, almost all of the Middle Eastern popular fragrances I have. Let's get into it with the first one though. Nitro Red from Dumont. This is the original OG, just like hype king. This thing is super sweet. If you've ever smelled Hawass from Rasasi, it smells very similar, but this has a really nice watermelon note that kind of gives it its own identity away from Hawass, but it is very similar to like Invictus. If you ever smelled that fragrance, I feel like this is inspired by or similar to Invictus. It's a fresh, but also bubblegummy sweet fragrance. Really good, really strong, not super mature smelling, but very powerful. Very solid fragrance. There's a reason why it's popular. It's the one that kind of kicked off all of these getting so much hype. So I recommend Nitro Red if you like bubblegummy sweet, fresh fragrances, very strong. If you like Hawass, you're gonna love this. I think this is better than Hawass in my opinion, very strong. Next up, a flanker from Nitro Red. We have Nitro Red Intensely. It smells very similar to the OG Nitro Red, as you can see. They even look similar. This one has more of a clear bottle. This one's like reflective though. This one also has a magnetic cap. This is the first Nitro that they put the magnetic cap on. And this one is just like a more mature, refined smelling of this in my opinion, but this one is even stronger. Originally when it came out, reviewers I feel like were saying it's weaker than this. Personally, I think this is stronger. I think it's a little bit almost harsher too. Doesn't mean in a bad way. I know I said it's more refined. I feel like it does smell more mature and sophisticated, but at the same time, it's stronger in terms of projection. And I will say, this is my personal experience. This is one of the only fragrances that's actually given me a headache that I think I can pinpoint like the reason why I had a headache was from this fragrance, because I thought it was giving me a headache. It went away in like 2 minutes, but then I went in the room with my girlfriend and she was like, babe, that is so strong. Which one is that? And she said she was getting a headache. We had to open the window and I was like, I don't blame you. Off the opening, very strong. So if you like strong fragrances, this is again that bubblegummy sweet DNA, but this one has peach, apple, melon. It also has some amberiness to it. Very fire. I do like it a lot. Also has sea salt, so it's kind of like not quite an aquatic, but it's a fresh fragrance, more fresh and kind of less bubblegummy sweet than this. So I prefer the smell of this. Sweetness toned down on this one from this one. Out of these two, if you were to pick one, I would definitely go for this one. But just know both of these are super duper strong, like beast mode fragrances. By the way, these are in no particular order. I will share my thoughts on how much I like them or how much I don't like them. But in the future, I'll make an actual tier list ranking all of them if that's something you guys would be interested in. So just know it's not like the worst ones are coming first and the best ones are coming last or something. This one's Nitro Blue. No one really talks about Nitro Blue. I don't know why. And surprisingly, you might think because it's blue, it would smell like an aquatic fresh blue fragrance. Not the case. It's a sweet fall winter fragrance. And if I had to describe what this smells like genuinely, it really smells like a root beer float, like straight up. Not in a bad way. This is inspired by Pegasus from Parfums de Marly, which really just smells like root beer float. That's the easiest, best way to describe what it smells like. I quite like this scent profile. It's a gourmand, kind of like a praline with some orange blossom, cinnamon, slight spiciness, but this is just very good. I like this one a lot. And if you like fall winter fragrances and gourmand, but still masculine, this is way more unique than a lot of gourmand fragrances. I recommend checking out Nitro Blue. I think it's a super underrated Nitro fragrance. Nitro Green. This one, again, I don't know, the fact that it's green, I feel like they could have done a little better in terms of colors that you associate with things. I'd imagine this might be like a barbershoppy green, grassy type of fragrance. No, this is literally an inspired by fragrance of JPG Ultra Male. So this is a bubblegummy sweet clubbing type of fragrance. Just like this one, it's a fall winter fragrance. Quite strong, honestly, a really good inspired by of Ultra Male, but there's like so many fragrances inspired by Ultra Male. So I think this one just flew under the radar for that reason alone, but it's a vanilla and lavender type of fragrance. Has some woodsiness, very masculine, ever so slight. It's so good. I really like this one. It's a really good Ultra Male inspiration, maybe even a little bit fresher than the OG. So Nitro Green is a really good fall winter clubbing date night type of fragrance. I do like that one a lot as well. Recommend Nitro Green. Staying in the vein of fall winter fragrances, we have Nitro White. I don't know if you can read the text here. And this one is the sweetest of potentially probably all of the Nitro fragrances. This is a very sweet, unique, gourmand type of fragrance though. Something I absolutely love about this fragrance is the honey note. This has a very amazing honey note, which is kind of rare to come by in certain fragrances. It's very unique. It has honey, vanilla, amber, juniper berries. Those are the strongest notes coming through. Some muskiness and some iris, but it's like has the signature bubblegummy sweetness from the Nitro series. Kind of like this has a very bubblegummy sweet. I mean, so does the green. This takes that to another level and adds some honey. It's just like a vanilla honey sweet, really good fragrance. I like this one. Nitro White is one of my favorites from the Nitro line, and I think it's slept on as well. Don't know why it doesn't get more talk. So if you want a little bit heavier, very sweet fall winter fragrance, Nitro White is a really good option for the fall and winter, especially winter. Next up, we got Nitro Intense, not to be confused with Nitro Black, which I'll talk about shortly, but Nitro Intense, it is black and it smells like Aventus. I feel like this came out before Aventus Absolute. Tell me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the comments actually say it reminds them more of Aventus Absolute than of Aventus. And I could totally see that. This is really good, but it definitely leans on the pineapple, has birch, blackcurrant, plum, amber, lavender. There's a ton of notes, kind of like Aventus Absolute or Club de Nuit Peugeot, something like that. But this is a very strong, kind of smoky, masculine, fruity fragrance than all the other nitros that I talked about. Yeah, this is a slept on nitro as well. Nitro Intense, I like this one a lot. If you like the Aventus DNA, this is an amazing version of the Aventus DNA. Probably it's up there in terms of most accurate in that type of scent profile. Amazing fragrance if you like masculine, smoky, citrusy, pineapple. Next up, we have, this one's kind of similar, Nitro Black, also inspired by Aventus. I will say, yeah, if anything, I could say this is more similar to Aventus Absolute and this is more similar to Aventus. This is a little bit more smoky. If you like the smoky batches of Aventus, this is a really good fragrance. The strongest notes you're gonna get are like pineapple, birch, bergamot, blackcurrant. Has some peppery spiciness. It's just that Aventus vibe. Quite long lasting with decent projection. If I had to pick between these two, I'm going with the Intense, to be honest. The Black's good. If you like the smokier versions of Aventus, maybe go with that, but this one is quite nice because it's a little bit more similar to Aventus Absolute, and I like that fragrance more. Next up, this one's also arguably in the same scent profile-ish, Nitro Platinum. This one though, if you've ever smelled this fragrance by Lattafa, it's called Caid al Farsan. This is like a very syrupy pineapple. There's some smokiness, but it's more like a very heavy, syrupy, sweet pineapple. Also maybe similar to 9 PM Rebel, Rave Now from Lattafa. Pretty masculine though, this is a really good one. Honestly, there's no misses in any of these nitros in my opinion. They're all really good. So this one, if you like sweet fragrances, it's not like a fresh pineapple. Honestly, it's just more of a sweet pineapple. So that sounds good to you with some smokiness, masculine, check out Nitro Platinum. Only have 2 nitros left. In my opinion, the most slept on nitro is Nitro Pour Homme. This one is really fire. It's a powdery fresh fragrance, kind of like white floral type of vibe. To me, it's very similar to Lafayette Street from Bond No. 9 or Wildcard from Game of Spades. It's super duper good, bro. Some freshness, more of just like a powdery fresh, dressed up. This is like a suit and tie, classy smell. I love this one. It's very strong too, lasts a long time. Nitro Pour Homme is one of the most underrated in my opinion. And the vibe of this is something for like a dressed up special occasion, that type of thing. It's very fresh. There's a little bit of a citrusy vibe, but mostly what you get is orange blossom with some white florals and some woody dry down. I definitely recommend you check this one out. Potentially, it's one of my favorites out of them all, and I think it's the most underrated. So check out Nitro Pour Homme, which it's interesting. It's not Nitro Brown like I would assume. It's called Nitro Pour Homme, but it's in the brown bottle. Slept on Nitro for sure. Last Nitro, Dumont Nitro Elixir. This one was insanely glazed, kind of like the original Nitro Red. But this one is probably my for real favorite Nitro fragrance. It's inspired by Yves Saint Laurent, YSL myself, but it's the L'Absolu, which has a similar looking bottle. The L'Absolu has a shiny metallic bottle like this. And this is just an amazing, very much a designer type of smell. I mean, in some weird ways, these are like a little bit similar in terms of like application that you would wear these. White floralish, got orange blossom, but this one, I don't know if you can beat it. Also, this is one of the newest nitros, so it does have that really satisfying magnetic cap. And this is my favorite one. It's a fresh, powdery, slightly spicy, slightly sweet fragrance. Jeremy Fragrance said something like spicy, sweet, sexy, something like that. This is something you can wear to the office, wear to work, even wear to the gym. This is a very, very versatile. The most versatile out of all of the fragrances, I would say, is this one. Yeah, you can wear this thing year round too. This is just the best Nitro in my opinion, and I think it's so good. Very much a designer too. This smells like a designer vibe. I mean, some of these do, but out of them all, I'd say this is the most just designer, mass appealing, solid fragrance here. Dumont Nitro Elixir, 10 out of 10 from me. So there you go. There's all of the Dumont Nitro Elixirs. I will mention there's another Nitro Elixir that's not out yet, but Dumont started advertising it before it was released. It's called Nitro Gold. If someone from Dumont happens to watch this, yes, I'd love to test it out. I could make a new video, but it's not out yet. No one actually has it. There's videos of people talking about it, but it's not actually out. So at the time of filming, this is all of the current Nitro fragrances that are out. And the ones I would most recommend, just rapid fire, definitely Nitro Elixir, Nitro Pour Homme, Nitro Red or Nitro Red Intensely. All of the others are a little bit more subjective. I mean, maybe this one's super mass appealing because it's inspired by Ultra Male, but some of them are a little bit more polarizing. I think all of these are amazing fragrances. And if you're interested in the Nitro line, definitely check them all out. Honestly, there's no misses. It's hard to say that when there's a line like this. Usually there's a few that are kind of bad. I don't think any of these are bad, to be honest. So if you want to save money on fragrances and not blind buy fragrances you maybe don't like, hit the subscribe button. I'll be making a lot more videos like this. Thank you for watching to the end. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Nitro fragrance, and I'll catch you in the next one.